Hello, Katie. In this video, I want to address the second part of your question, which is how do we apply our rights as Canadians in a free and democratic society? You mentioned in your question the Charter. And the Charter is a great tool, but the Charter has limitations, chief among which is the fact that the Charter only protects our rights against the state. The Charter enshrines certain rights, such as freedom of expression, freedom of religion, freedom of movement, and so forth, but the Charter only applies in a strict legal sense when these rights are violated by the state or government bodies. So the problem is often in our day-to-day interactions, it's not the state that steps in and violates our rights, it's other individuals. It could be corporations, businesses, or organizations. So the problem is we have a lot of rights, but we don't necessarily realize them. We have a lot of rights, but we don't know how to apply them in a real-life situation. And I have a number of solutions for this problem. First of all, we need to increase funding for legal aid. This is a dire problem in our country. Legal aid is chronically underfunded, and as a result, low-income people are not getting the legal services and the legal education that they deserve. For example, I work at a legal clinic, and our financial cutoff is $15,000, and that's below poverty line. So if you're earning $22,000, technically you're outside of our financial eligibility, and hence we can't take your case. Are you going to tell someone who's earning $22,000 that I'm sorry, we can't take your case because of underfunding? That's strictly unfair. So we need more funding for legal aid so we can take greater amounts of cases for middle-income people, for low-income people, so they can deal with rights in the context of workplace violations, in the context of immigration, landlord and tenant, ODSP, welfare, all of these issues that arise on a day-to-day basis where the people need this information, need this representation. Moreover, we need access to justice. We need increased access to justice. Right now, the legal system is convoluted, it's confusing. And there is a strong element of information asymmetry. And this is a concept that means there's a lot of people who know a lot, and they don't give that information to the rest of us. So there's a hoarding of information by a small legal community, by government agencies, and this information is not disseminated to the public. We need to simplify the legal proceedings. If you ever tried going through small claims court, or the Superior Court, or God forbid, bigger appeal courts, the legal proceedings are so dense, convoluted, and so confusing that the layman, the regular person off the street, can't do it by him or herself. Thus they need to hire expensive lawyers from Bay Street law firms, and that creates a second barrier because that causes money, or costs money. $500, $600, $700 an hour. So regular people can't get the legal representation they deserve because the process is too confusing. So we needed to simplify the process. Fewer forms, fewer administrative tasks. Let's get down to business. And lastly, we need more public legal education. The government should really step it up and publish more documents. Publish documents on landlord and tenant rights so we can distribute these to renters and tenants so they know what rights they have against landlords. Or workers' rights brochures so that workers, when they're wrongfully dismissed or when their rights are violated by discriminatory employers, they know what to do because these publications exist. If we just start publishing more stuff, if we give more funding to public legal education, more people would not get into these legal dilemmas and would not be punctured by sharp legal objects. We need to ensure that our people are well educated, that they know their rights, and that they have access to justice. Thank you.